Living Wealthy Always. This is your host, Juneann and today is one of those days for me. I'm very excited. I'm going to be introducing you to my new co-host, Jabrae Bray Boy. He's an ex-football player and he's now in the entertainment industry. But anyway, look, some of it is going to be a little slurry at first, but I'm just warning you because we were set in such a sanctual situation where we were. We were very low. So I just want to give you guys that, but you are going to enjoy this conversation. We went in on his book. He's written a book called A Man's Sex Drive. We went in on that book. We went in on relationships, on the new play that's coming up, and the things that we're going to be doing in the future. So look, let's go pick up on me and Mr. Jabrae Bray Boy having a conversation. So this is Juneann Lewis with Living Wealthy Always, and today I have the opportunity to speak to my new co-host, Mr. Jabrae Bray Boy. Oh my goodness, look, I'm going to tell you something. When I was first introduced to you and we started talking, immediately I knew we had a connection. And you're exactly what I was looking for my show. So I was so blessed to be able to have you. Now, I know that you're an ex-football player. That was impressive, hence his physique. So, which is good.
It was something.
So,
It was something. Thank you.
but really and truly, tell the audience a little bit about you, who you are, because you've done so much, and it's too much for me to start explaining. I think it'll do better if it comes from you.
Well, first of all, thank you for having me here.
Certainly,
I really appreciate
yes.
it. I really do. I really
No,
do appreciate
yes.
it. Thank you for having me here, and thank you for inviting me into your world. It's a pleasure to be invited to any woman's world. But when it's great, when your dream,
Yes.
your aspirations, and you have a project, it humbles me because I have a lot of projects, and when I invite someone in, I would like them to feel the same way as I'm feeling right now. But, to basically break it down, I played football all my life, and I spent a year with the Dallas Cowboys. I got due to injury. I was released, but I still played 3 years with the Arena Football League.
Oh, okay.
And it's a different brand of football, and I didn't love it because that wasn't the dream. But I retired in '04 from all professional sports, if you will, and started getting into production and fitness, which is very relevant right now.
It is.
You know,
It is.
oh, big
it
time,
is,
big
it
time.
is, it is. By the way, Jabrae will be training me, and we will take you through a session from beginning to end of what I look like. So.
We're going to get to that. But like I said, I'm humbled to be here. I don't like to talk too much about my past. Basically just it's a moment in time,
Yeah.
and it was beautiful.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
But we have to understand that we go through different stages in life,
Yes.
and appreciate them and be ready for them.
That's
Ready for them. That's why
That's
when
true.
we met, we were meeting
Right.
to just talk about production and different things of direction, whatever.
Right.
And you invited me in, and I'm humbled to be here and to take this journey with you.
Yeah, certainly.
Juneann.
Well, you were one of those impressive people that when I met you,
Thank you.
after you, I think you and I were speaking for maybe about 20 minutes.
30.
Yeah, but I'm saying when the decision came in my mind, oh my God, this is somebody I need on my team.
She chose me.
Yes, that's
Right,
true. I
right.
certainly did. Because it was one of those situations where when I listened to what your goals were, what motivated you, the things that you were doing currently in life, they matched exactly what I was doing. And the type of energy that you had, I remember talking to you and just listening to you with the energy that you were bringing, it was so positive. So
Thank you.
definitely. You know what? One of the things I want to talk about, I know we talked about your football life, but you have the other life after football, which was the entertainment that you're doing now. And you have done several movies, you've
Yes.
done videos, you've even got a show of yourself.
Yes, the drive.
Yes, the drive. Tell me a little bit about that, because look, that alone fascinated me. Yes.
Thank you. Well, the drive is just how you basically delivered. Everybody has a different type of drive. It could be a sex drive. It could be ambitious for business. It could be all types of family. I need a picket fence. I need to find a wife immediately. A woman may think I need to have children by a certain age. I need to have a degree by education.
Yes.
Everything.
Yes.
It's certain things that you feel that deem necessary in your life.
Yes.
Basically, we covered politics, lifestyles, sex, and relationships.
Right.
And when we tried to cover basically everything that's relevant and current, and I feel that's the same way with your show as well. And that's why we basically clicked and we had a connection.
Yes.
And I really feel that this is meant to be, but it's up to us to make it happen.
To take it to the next level. And when you said to drive, because when I first heard you say to drive, I thought it was a drive alone. But you literally need to drive the energy, the force, whatever it takes to accomplish your goal. That's exactly what you're talking about. And that's what Living Wealthy always is as well, because it's about what people are doing on a daily basis to accomplish their goals.
Exactly.
Thus, Living Wealthy. I came back from a vacation recently from Panama City Beach, and I was watching people there, and I literally saw from old to young to whoever people that were there, and these were ordinary people. When I walked up and spoke to them, these were people that had regular jobs. Somebody was a teacher, somebody was a bartender. Literally, you met a few professors, you met a few businessmen. But at the same time, people that were living regular lives were there, doing things that they needed to do to accomplish their goal of living happy and living wealthy. And it's exactly what your show is talking about. To drive for somebody, what are you doing in life to accomplish your goals? You know what I mean? So that's good. So I think it's going to be a good mesh for us as a team to bring your show and bring it over to Living Wealthy, and Living Wealthy do whatever it is we have to do to accomplish our goals. Now, tell me, what do you expect to achieve out of this show, of being on this show here with me?
To mesh with you, I would like for people to tell the truth. That's what everything was about with my show. If you're sitting in front of me and you're doing maybe a run-on sentence, or you're just constantly being redundant and excessive with information, I want to go in. I want to go in. I want you to tell me, get to the nitty-gritty. Okay, give me exactly how you feel. Stop all this stuff. Look, you look nice and everything, but listen, I need you to go in here. I need your heart, I need your spirit. So that's what it's all about. Tell me the truth. Let's go in. Tell me how you feel about that relationship. Tell me how you feel about Obama or whatever the politics is going on and everything. If there's something going on with Ebola, tell me how you feel about it. Don't sit up here like, well, I'm okay with it because, they're people, human too. Be quiet. If that person was next to you in the room and you knew that there was some broken skin, you would jump out the door or the window or something else, okay? So just go there. Just be like, listen, I don't want them people around me. That's what we want. Go there. Because whoever's watching, you need to satisfy those questions of those who are just like you're trying to portray, right? Where it don't bother me, it don't bother you. Okay, that's why we have awards being won with Walking Dead, zombie movies, virus movies, and everything else, and we love it and we watch it, and it's the season of basically, Halloween. We love it all together. We love the fear, and show that fear, so others will be precautious and be smarter as well on what angles you may be taking.
So no fluff.
No.
Just get to the.
Go in.
If you're racist, let's talk about you being a racist. If you're gay, let's talk about you being gay.
Exactly.
If you're a homophobic, let's talk about you being a homophobic. Let's talk about whatever it is. So good. Good. I like that. But look, it looks like we're definitely gonna have something fantastic to talk about. And look, we want to talk about Duran. We want to talk about people. We want to talk about what's happening in Africa,
East, West, North, South, this country, that country, this state, that state, that city, that county.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
The good thing I like about it is that we're actually going to do some other projects. And I'm excited about those new projects, by the way.
I am too. I'm really excited.
And when you first told me about it, A Man's Sex Drive, everything for you is on drive. I don't know. You've got a drive show with it. Right. But you've got to be driven.
In life.
A Man's Sex Drive, that's deep. The show that we're going to be doing is going to take it from the perspective of the man's opinion, or we're taking it from general audience, the female perspective. Whose perspectives are we looking at?
Both perspectives, because of the reason. This is the reason why. Each couple's scenarios are basically from true events. So when you go true events and true stories that were shared, you can't fail. It's not. You're sitting up here and it's not fictitious.
Right.
So these are true occurrences that happen in people's lives.
Right.
And you're gonna be involved in it as well.
I know. I'm gonna be. Look, and we don't want to give it away because look,
I know.
right. But
Got a lot of work to do.
right, we've got a lot of work to do. But the good thing about this, and I know from my perspective, my role that I'm going to play, it's a lot like me.
Well, well, you actually, you know, you've lived it, and that's what makes it very, very deep.
Right,
And myself,
right,
as
right.
you know, of course, as you coming aboard being a co-producer, okay.
Yes.
But as you being part of the starring cast and one of the couples, you have to revisit
Right, right.
what happened in your
Yeah,
past,
yeah.
and I have to be a strong director
Right.
and everything with when we rehearse and
Right.
we get ready to go hard, but I still have to fall back a little bit and let
Yeah.
you be you
Yeah.
because you lived it
Yeah.
and let it come back out. And it's good for you and some of the other actresses and actors as well
Yeah,
because they
yeah.
lived a little bit of it.
Yeah.
To-
And it's not totally my
to
life.
vent.
Let me just, it's
To
not,
vent.
but a lot of
Yeah.
what we'll be doing
Yeah.
will be parts
Anytime
of my life.
you're in any type of relationship, I
Yeah.
mean, it's going to happen. I mean,
Yeah.
you're going to get cheated on. Someone's going to be infidelity.
Right,
Someone's going to
right,
lie.
right, right.
You know, not tell the whole truth.
That's human nature.
Yeah, it's
that's
just-
that's human, and you know that's what I like because we're going to be dealing with real life situations that people encounter on a daily basis.
Yeah, daily. Somebody's getting cheated on right now.
Yes, right
Better get
now.
home.
So, thank you. And the good thing about this is that I'm excited because this is something, it does not cover one continent. This is worldwide. I don't care what country they're in right now, whether it's little village in Africa, somebody's getting cheated on, somebody's doing something that they shouldn't be doing. That's life.
Exactly.
It's just human nature. And so I'm glad to be part of covering human nature. What happens on an everyday life in each household.
Exactly.
You know, you've got somebody that's getting cheated on, somebody that wants more sex, somebody that, you know, doesn't want to give it, somebody that,
Exactly.
you know, whatever it's happening.
They're overwhelmed.
Yeah.
Of course,
Careers
you have
important.
homosexuality as well.
And that's something we have to do.
Yes, very huge.
You know what? In this world today, we must deal with that. If you shy away from it and say, oh, we're not going to deal with that, you're not living in this world. I don't care what part of the continent now, we're all dealing with this. So people are dealing with it, and we have to deal with it as human beings. So this is where we are. We're dealing with it, and we're facing that issue and saying, hey, everybody's human. What are you doing as a human being? It's up to you as a human being, whatever it is you're doing, and hey. So we're moving forward with that, and hey, I'm excited. I'm excited.
Yeah.
Look, and I'm glad that you had the fortitude to even, and I don't even, how did you come up with this? Let me ask that question.
Well, that's a good question. That's why we connect, because I was sitting here like, I want to share that and everything.
Right.
It was spawned from, I wrote a book called A Man's Sex Drive. Never had to ask, never had to beg. And when people see the cover, of course, I'm kind of, you know, looking all debonair. It's cool. Shirt open, all that kind of stuff. Look kind of like Michael Jackson's, you know, up against the wall, or against the wall, off the wall.
Off the wall.
My bad. Sorry, Mike. But
It's okay.
other than that, it depicts my life and my travels. Not that I could get any woman I wanted, but through my travels, I didn't have to force the issue. I didn't hang out in the clubs. I didn't drink until I was 31. You know, I didn't do all these different things, hunting for women and being a player. I could be in the produce department in a store. I could be in a clothing store. I could be at a light, and women, you know, they would notice me or notice, you know, my stature or whatever, and they would just bump the horn or, hey,
Is that
excuse
physique?
me.
Yes.
Yeah, you know, it's just, it was beautiful. It was very beautiful though, because when a woman knows what she wants,
Right. That's true.
that's more beautiful than anything, because you choose us. We don't choose you. You know.
And I'm glad you recognize that, because a lot of men think that they're choosing a woman,
No.
not realizing that the woman is choosing them.
Exactly.
So good.
We're
I'm glad-
givers,
Right.
and you're receivers.
Right,
Okay.
right,
So
right,
the whole
right.
thing is, we can give all we want, but we don't understand what it is to receive.
Right,
Okay. This is like a holiday or something, or someone giving a present, but you're receiving into your body, your
Yes.
spirit, your
Yes.
emotions, and you
Oh
know.
my goodness, that's deep.
Yeah. It's, you know.
That is deep.
Well, I'm saying that's
Look,
why I came with the play. You know.
Because I'm
in the
telling
series.
you, more people need to realize, and we'll go now into sex, because whenever there's a connection with two human beings, immediately that's a spiritual connection,
Yes.
which is why they talk about the amount, and I guess society, you know, looks at it this way, especially for a woman. We don't normally take it from the men's perspective, but even so, when you talk about connecting two spirits together, because when there's a release,
that's permanent.
Yes.
That's whether or not, it's like doing something on YouTube or on the internet. Even when you take it down, there's still a trace of that on the internet. You can take down a video right now, and they'll come back later, and 6 months later, they'll say, oh, this video is not, because somehow it's connected somewhere out there. Your name is still on Google, it's still wherever, and they said this video has been taken down, it's privatized, whatever it is, but that trace was still there. So in relationships, we have to think about that. That is definitely very important. So getting back to you and the sex drive, and us looking at it from a perspective of a man as being a giver, that man is always connected to that woman.
Exactly.
So if you had 6 men, you're connected to all 6 men.
Wait a minute. If a woman has 6 men.
Thank you. No.
Kind of pointing at me.
No. I don't. No. I meant
Okay.
as a woman, as from the woman's perspective.
Just to make sure.
If a woman has 6 men, she's connected to that, all of those 6 men. But guess what now? The other 6 men each one of them got connected because they penetrated. Oh, that's deep. We're going to be touching on some deep subjects, I'm telling you. This play is going to talk about things that are happening now. We're just dealing with the same human beings. Generations are coming, and all they're doing is repeating the same thing that the generation before did. So, yeah. And you captured that wonderfully, though. So I know you created several characters. Tell me about, I know my character, but let's talk about one of the new characters that you just created. Tell me about that one.
Well, the character his name is Dominique Holmes, and his wife is Sasha. So it's Dominique and Sasha Holmes. Dominique, of course, which is really big with Will Smith and Jada, that everybody's trying to figure out all their swingers and their relationship and anything like that. We need to hit on that point before it becomes an epidemic and wildfire.
Yes.
Basically, Dominique is a music producer, and he enjoys making music. He enjoys partying hard, and he enjoys partying hard with the woman, of course. Okay.
Oh, we're men, you meant?
Yes.
Okay.
Woman. Yes. So with that said, though, he wants his wife to join in, and he loves her, but he just has a
fetish.
A fetish, and but she loves him, and then Sasha is basically, a big time real estate broker, and she does everything she can to keep the relationship as spicy and as relevant as it can be and healthy as it can be.
Yeah. And so it's a woman trying to save her marriage.
Well, not really save it, because with each couple's, because there's 4 couples, each couple's relationship, they knew what they were getting into before they got into it.
She knew this man was a swinger
She
before?
knew it, yes. She accepted it. She accepted it at first. But sometimes it happens like that where a woman, once they have a child or they get deep into the church, they want to change up.
Or they get older, more mature.
Exactly.
They're mentally
mature.
More mature.
Now wait a minute, but we're talking about intimacy and having fun and
I know.
by any means necessary, better or worse.
Yeah. But
The good book states that you must do whatever is necessary to make that relationship work. And my mom had that little good book. It's like a good book. It's not the Bible. It's a good book.
Good book.
All right, it talks about relationships, and it doesn't have to go to where you're really going deep into certain things and sharing your spouse, but you must do certain things if you really adore your significant other.
I agree with you. I agree with you, because I might have still been happily married today had it been that I had followed the good book, but I didn't. So
take a minute. Watch this. Let's say, a woman likes my chest. If we're intimate, you're not gonna nibble or bite or kiss on my chest or touch it. No, I want you to. I built it up for that, and you should want to. So basically, when you break all of that down, why do you even? If I have to go out and find that, or I discover what it feels like, for someone to make me feel good with my extremities, then that's going to damage our relationship, because now I'm going to want more instead of being satisfied.
But do you know what, Jay?
Settle too. They settle too now.
But do you know what, Jay?
Have you ever settled?
Yeah, I did. But do you know what, Jay? Because we're gonna swing this thing to a whole nother. Men, and I know you're covering a man's sex drive.
And men are still an enigma right now, too.
Why is it?
So that's what's going to happen.
But why is it even when the wife does all of these things that the man still goes out and cheats? You've got a character like that, and that's an everyday situation. And we talk about this, and we'll probably get more into it. A woman is doing the threesome. She's doing the BJ's. Sorry, world, but that's part of what it is.
Yeah.
But she's doing all these different things. Why does a man still cheat?
Certain men are greedy. It's
Okay.
just like obesity. Okay?
Okay.
You may start out a certain size, or you start a certain way in your life, and you may have a depression, you may have an episode happen in your life, and all of a sudden you find yourself, or even a job. You could have a job as well because it's sedentary, and you're working hard, and you all of a sudden you get caught up, or with family. You start working and everything else. You come home at certain times of night. You eat certain things. These calories build up, and then you get lost a little bit. No fault of your own. It's just you get caught up with life.
Okay.
Pause.
What I'm saying to you, okay, Jay, break it down for me. Why? That's what he wanted. You married the guy you dated in high school. You wind up marrying him. You guys had same principles, same morals. You were raised in the same church. You had the same ideals. You wanted 3 kids and the picket fence. And he was going to go out to work, whether you created a business, you created whatever atmosphere you guys created together. In the meanwhile, you trying to hold it down at home. When he comes home, I'm going to make sure I satisfy my man. I know he's been working all day. So I'm going to be in my negligee, and I'm going to put the kids to bed early. I'm going to have somebody babysit the kids, and I'm going to be ready for you, baby. And he gets in and he's too tired. Or that's not important to him anymore. He ignores you. He didn't see that you went out and got your hair did, or done in this case, but let me be grammatically correct. You went out and you got your hair done. He didn't notice you got your nails done. You did all of the things that you thought you were doing. And let's face it, women face that every day. All of the things, because for some reason, and I don't want to say you men, but I'm going to say men.
Okay, thank you.
Okay? Okay, good. So men tend to be like, okay, he's got this and this at home. Why can't he tell that woman that now, oh, you know what? I don't like it that way anymore. I want to have sex this way. Why isn't he sharing it? Because he's saying to her when he cheats, she was doing such and such for me. Tell me what it is you want.
Because you, just like you said earlier, you thought this way, and then you just said now, why don't he tell you? A lot of people don't want to be told anything. They just want to be spontaneous. They want it to just happen, and they actually want someone to take that risk, to go out on the edge.
How are they going to know, Jay, is what I'm saying. How would you know what your man wants if your man does not tell you what he wants? Let me tell you what I've heard other guys say. Oh, I wanted to try something new. Well, let your woman be the new. Let her put on a blonde wig. You want a blonde chick? I can wear a blonde wig. Or Miss J, or Miss So-and-so from another country, this exotic woman, this whatever woman, that else did you want? Because I'm not never going to fulfill that need. Because I'm not Asian, because I'm not white, because I'm not Hispanic, because I'm not whoever it is that you're looking for at the time. It's a losing battle, is what you're telling me. Because you're telling me when it gets out to the nitty-gritty, I don't care what I put on. I can put on the Cindy Rita hair, I can put on the Asian hair, I can put on whatever. I'm still going to be that same person. So at this point you're saying, that's a losing battle for a woman. So she's either going to have to let that Asian woman come in. She's either going to let that Hispanic woman. If it's a black woman, she's going to have to let that white woman come in her bed so that he can meet her needs, so that she can save that marriage. Is that what you're saying to me?
Yes and no. It's like this here. I'm gonna take you back. In high school, right? And this is in my book. In high school, when you're around your friends, okay, you have your first, lose your virginity. No, just sex.
Okay, just sex. Okay.
Okay, so you lose your virginity, and you want to share with your boys and everything. Like, I'm not a virgin anymore. That's the big thing. But when everybody starts talking detail and everything else, go there and then get out of there. Because, take for instance, when a man or anyone goes to a strip club, if you go behind, like, private dance behind the curtain, yep, and you sit up here and you out on in the general population where everybody see you and everything, okay, then you sit up here and you're telling her, she's asking you, and guess what? When it's over, I see you when I see you. I see you when I come back. There's no connection. You go there, you tell them, you ask them to tell them what you want at that time, but sometimes some people can't take the next day or the following time when you looking like, you got real busy last night, didn't you, Daddy, and everything. Some men will be like, yeah, I sure did. It's my baby and everything. But some men like, I was drunk. Or I was under the influence or something. Don't look. I'm on my way to the office. Okay, we'll talk about that later. They don't want that. They don't want the continuation of that. So I'm hitting on different points because I know those who are viewing and listening. I'm hitting on certain areas that may be a nerve. You know.
Look. You hit on some points. I still haven't gotten to the bottom, but we'll get to the bottom of this because look, we're going in, as Jay would say, because I really want Jay to go in and tell me. And look, this whole topic today started off one way, but we got into something, and we're going to focus on that because relationships are important. People have relationships, whether it's two women, whether it's two men, whether it's a man and a woman, whatever it is, relationship exists, and we must tackle relationship and what's going on, which is why the movie is what it is. A man's sex drive. We're looking at it from a man's sex drive perspective, but it covers a woman too. So we're talking about this whole thing about why does a man do whatever it is he's doing, whether he cheats. We have one particular character who is a player and cheats on his wife. He can never get enough of one woman, so one woman is not enough for him. His character, and that's what
chemistry is hard to do because everybody doesn't have chemistry. Just because you making love, sex, okay, those are three different things. All of them are very different. Okay, kissing is different. Texture is different.
I'm gonna let you off the hook because the play is gonna talk about the issues and is gonna address all the different characters and everything.
Okay.
But we still want to cover one more. The guy that is I think he's
a lawyer. The lawyer that
not
loves
the
his
lawyer,
wife and she doesn't want to have sex
oh
all the
yeah,
time.
what about that one?
Yeah.
The one that loves his wife and
She
doesn't want.
complains about him having a very heavy sexual appetite for her.
Just for her, and he's not. He's one of those that just has a sexual appetite.
And that happens. I've dated women
Yeah.
like that. It's one and done. It's one and done.
Yeah.
And then, like, the night is early. You know.
And you go, okay, he swings the knife. I don't know. But anyway, listen, to you guys out there, you have got the play. We're in the process of doing everything that we have to do to get the play done. We're not coming out until December, January. When are we coming out?
January, worst case, February. But the February is actually beautiful because of the fact of the matter that
Valentine's. Yes,
couples,
Valentine's. Yeah, couples. So yeah. But I'm gonna tell you this. As we develop this play, and Jay is the writer for the play, but as he builds the characters and do all of the different things, we'll bring you information on this throughout the process. But everybody has got to go see this, and I'll tell you why. If you live in an area, and most people don't go to counselors, let's face it. They get all of their information off of the internet, television, whatever, whether it's movies, whoever. But this play is going to start and is going to touch on every aspect of people's lives. I am excited. I'm in the play, but I'm excited to play my role because some of it is even some of my personal life, not to the whole detail, but some of it in terms of business and just pushing through to accomplish my goals. So yeah, and I'm going to tell you, I'm so happy that you've invited me to be a part of this play and to be a part of educating and bringing relationships to the forefront, which has been done every day. But look, you've never seen it like this yet.
Can I say one more thing before you?
You can close out. Say what you've got to say.
One thing about this play as well as production, it's the first. It is the first play series. So it's episodes, just like television.
Yes,
because I built it for television, but because it's Atlanta and we all love theater as well, we want to bring Atlanta something very strong, as she said earlier, and basically really pay attention to what's going on, like she said, with the couple situations, because it could be very therapeutic, if you will, with what you're watching right in front of your eyes live, if you will. So,
and that'll save you money to going to see a psychiatrist for your relationship. So a therapist for your relationship. But look, I'm excited. I've got to give you a hug. Yes. Because this is going to be something else.
Yes.
And I look forward to working with you on the play. Look forward to working with you on Living Wealthy Always. And I know that we're going to hit this world in a way that has never been hit before.
Thank you.
Yes. All right.
Thank you.